Welcome to the book of Shmuel, Alef, chapter 6. Congratulations on making it all the way here. Chapter 6, Perek Vav in the book of Shmuel, Alef, where we continue to look at the magical trips of the Aron, the Ark. Remember, it's in captivity, it's among the Plishtim, and the Plishtim don't want it because every place it goes, it causes them trouble. First it goes to Ashdod, then it goes to Gat, then the people of Ekron are like, we don't want it, we don't want to get sick. And so the question is, what do we do with it? So they leave it in the field. 7 months, the Ark of Hashem with the Shtei Luchot HaBrit, Moses' tablets, are out in the field. Nobody wants them. And finally, the Plishtim call their magicians and their priests and every advisor there, and they're like, hey, what are we going to do? What's the point of keeping it here out in the field? What good does that do for anyone? So they say, you know what? Let's try and appease the God of Israel. Let's try and return it, but we will not return it without anything. And remember, the people of Ekron, even though they didn't take the ark into their city, they still got very sick. And so they want to appease the God of Israel. And their priests tell them, you know, if you want to appease the God of Israel, make sure you give him gifts. So they take, the Plishtim say, you know what, for every big Plishti city, why don't we take a golden mouse and this is weird stuff. Make a statue of gold that's in the shape of a mouse, then make a statue that's in the shape of the sickness that you guys got, and then make sure that you also deliver it in an honorable way, because you guys don't want to suffer like Pharaoh in Egypt suffered the 10 plagues. Make sure you return this and you end off in good terms with the God of Israel. And so the Plishti priests say, here's what you should do. Take a new wagon. Take a new wagon, make it out of new wood, make a new wagon, and then take 2 cows that never ever did any work. Sounds similar to the whole idea of paraduma. And then on the back of this wagon have the Aron, the Ark, the 5 golden mice that you're making as a gift for the God of Israel, and 5 statues of the Tchorim that you're having. And then what you're going to do is, after you have these 2 cows start taking the wagon, take their babies and put them behind them. Why? Because naturally the cows are going to want to go to their babies. And now here's the test. If the cows start walking towards Bnei Israel, then you know this is all coming from the God of Israel. But if the cows act naturally, meaning they turn back and they come towards the calves, their children, then you know that there's really no point in appeasing the God of Israel. So they do this test, and surprise, surprise, they do that. They get 2 cows, they get a new wagon, they put the Aron, they put the Ark on it, they put the 5 golden mice, they put the 5 statues of gold of the sickness that they were having, and they lock calves that are the children of these cows in a house that's nearby, so that they can sort of be tempted not to go. And surprise, surprise, what happens is the cows go directly, straight towards Beit Shemesh, which is a Jewish city that's nearby. And the Plishtim are amazed by this miracle, because here they are, they took 2 cows, they left their kids behind them, so naturally the cows should be directed to their children, but they don't go there, they don't go back to the house where the calves are locked, but rather they go directly towards the road to Beit Shemesh, the closest Jewish city. Now, the people of Beit Shemesh have not received an advance notice of this event, so the people of Beit Shemesh are in the middle of harvesting their wheat in the valley, and what do they see? They see the Ark. And so they're very excited. The Ark comes to the field of a man named Yehoshua Beit Hashimshi, Yehoshua of Beit Shemesh, and it stands there. There's a big stone. The people of Beit Shemesh take the wagon, they take the cart, they take all the wood from the wagon, they chop it up, and they make a korban, a offering to Hashem. So the 2 cows are turned into offering to Hashem, and the wagon is turned into wood for Hashem. That is what they do. Now the Leviim are very excited. The Leviim are supposed to service this beautiful Aron, the Ark of Hashem, the golden Ark. And so they take off the golden Ark, they take off all the gifts that that the Plishtim gave to Hashem, and everyone around offers korbanot to Hashem, and the Plishti spies that are snooping to look and make sure that everything arrives at its destination are very excited. They go back to their city of Ekron to report to everyone that everything's okay. Now, the reason there were 5 golden mice, 5 statues, is because of the 5 big Plishti cities. Ashdod, Aza, Ashkelon, Gat, Ekron. Those are the 5 cities. And the 5 golden mice is also representing each big officer that they have. That's why they sent us all arriving in the field of Yehoshua Beit Hashimshi. However, something terrible happens now to Bnei Israel. We've seen terrible things happen to those who hold the Aron, who are Plishtim, but guess what? That also happens to Bnei Israel. 75,000 people, 50,700 people, 50,070 people from Beit Shemesh die. Why? Because Bnei Israel were not able to treat the Aron with proper respect as they should have, meaning too many people came close and looked at it, and that was not something they should have done. And then the people of Beit Shemesh, just like the Plishtim, they're like, wait, what are we doing? How are we going to have this ark which causes so many people to die? So they send messengers to the people of Kiryat Yearim, and they're like, take it from us. We don't want to die. And the people of Kiryat Yearim take it, and they take it to the home of Avinadav Bagiv'ah, Avinadav, who had a house at the top of the hill, and Elazar, his son. They were prepared to watch and guard the ark of Hashem, unlike the people of Beit Shemesh, who, for some reason, even though they were enthusiastic and holy and everything about having the ark, nonetheless, they did not have the proper reverence for it that was needed, and many of them died. So what did we have this chapter? We had in the chapter the Plishtim deciding, hey, why should we keep the Aron if it only is causing us trouble? Their elders decide to advise them to take to take a wagon with wood that is new, with cows that have never carried a burden, and to take the ark with gifts to Hashem, so that Hashem doesn't strike them like Hashem struck the Egyptians. They put on 5 golden mice and 5 statues of the diseased Chorim that they had. They send it to Beit Shemesh. It arrives in the field of Yehoshua Beit Hashimshi. People of Beit Shemesh are very excited. They take the wood of the cart as firewood for the korbanot, the cows as korbanot, and they bring those korbanot. Unfortunately, not enough reverence. Many of them die, 50,000. So they decided they're passing it on to the city of to the city of Kiryat Yearim. And Beit Avinadav Bagivah decides he'll accept it, even though the people of the city do not want it. And that is the story of Perek Vav and the Aron arriving in Kiryat Yearim. Thank you for listening.